Good morning, students. Today our topic is preparation of alkanes. From yesterday we discussed about the alkanes and their classification. So we discussed about the 10 their general molecular formula, 10 of the alkanes of the sequences. Also we discussed. Now we discussed about the preparation of alkanes. So generally alkanes are saturated compounds. That's why we take from unsaturated compounds to involving in the saturation process. We are getting the saturated compounds alkanes. First we start with the simple reaction, hydration, catalytic hydrogenation. So now we start with the catalytic hydrogenation. So catalytic hydrogenation. In catalytic hydrogenation, so we have the catalytic hydrogenation. We take as a Raney nickel as a catalyst. So generally the Raney nickel made by nickel plus aluminum alloy to prepare the Raney nickel. So this Raney nickel as a act as a catalyst in presence of Raney nickel, the alkenes like alkynes involving in the hydrogenation process to prepare the alkenes. This is the products. Let's see what is happening if the alkenes. If you take a simple example, ethane to involving in this hydrogenation process to prepare the ethane. So ethene to ethane. In this process, we are using some catalyst like transition metals. Like here we take the Raney nickel. So this is the one of the catalyst, Raney nickel. So the second one also Sebastian-Sanderson reaction. Then in this we have taken as a palladium and platinum. These metals also using as a catalyst. These metals are also transition metals in the periodic table. The nickel and palladium and platinum, these are active as a catalyst. So in this catalyst, in presence of catalyst, we are doing the hydrogenation process from ethane to converting into ethene to ethane. So that means alkene to alkene. We take the alkynes also. Alkane, for example, ethane. If you take ethane to ethane, so we are adding the hydrogen to the ethene or alkene or alkyne. So let's see. So what is happening in this process? So this is the catalytic hydrogenation reaction, well prepared reaction for this reaction. For example, if you take this is the ethene. We are taking a simple example, ethene. Under catalytic hydrogenation, where we take Raney nickel. So the aluminum and nickel compound we call as a Raney nickel. It is a alloy. So between the alloy between the aluminum and nickel, so that we call as a Raney nickel. So this Raney nickel, under hydrogenation, two hydrogens are added to the alkene. After that we are getting ethane. So here we break the sigma pi bond. So addition of two hydrogen to the two carbons. So we can add here. So this is we prepare the ethene to ethane. So this is very simple reaction. So for example, if you take the alkyne also, like if you take ethane, so this is the ethane. We take two more hydrogens, atom molecules. So in presence of Raney nickel or Sebastian-Sanderson reaction, like to take palladium platinum catalyst also. So in this process we are getting we break the two pi bonds and addition of two hydrogen molecules. So we are getting this molecule. From this is the ethene to we are getting ethane. Here ethane to ethane. So this is the process to prepare the catalytic hydrogenation process from alkane to alkene and alkyne. So this is the process. So next we discussed about the reduction of alkyl halides. Okay. So this is the first process to prepare the alkanes. So the second one, reduction of alkyl halides. So let's see reduction of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides. So the alkyl halides like RX. So this is the general example of alkyl halides. What is called RX. Here R is the hydrocarbon chain. So X is the halogen, any one of the halogen. We have so many halogen, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So these are all the halogens. So this is the hydrocarbon chain. For example, if you take a simple example, methyl chloride. So this is the methyl chloride we are using. So for example, in this RX, so in presence of zinc acetic acid to prepare the RH. Plus, like if you take the simple example, like we are getting some products. So in this reaction we under also conducting lithium aluminum hydride. So R sodium borohydride also, sodium borohydride. This reagents also we are using to prepare from alkyl halides to alkanes. So let's see some of the examples so to express this reaction. Okay, so for example, methyl chloride. If you take the methyl chloride, so this is the methyl chloride reduction under the lithium aluminum hydride process to produce the methane is the product. So HCl is the byproduct. So this way too we prepare the alkanes from alkyl halides also. So the second one from Grignard reagent. So this is also very important reagent. The Grignard reagent. So what is called Victor Meyer Grignard reagent? So first we discussed about the Grignard reagent. So the Grignard reagent character also we discussed here. Grignard reagent. So this is the Grignard reagent RMGX, generally alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl, this is the alkyl chain and magnesium halide. So for example, if you take methyl magnesium chloride, so this is the one of the example of Grignard reagent. So in Grignard reagent generally, so the carbon having negative charge, the magnesium having positive charge. Because of their electronegativity differences, the carbon having 2.5 electronegativity and magnesium have 1.2 electronegativity. If the electronegativity is more, the compound acts as a negative ion. If the electronegativity is low, that compound acts as a positive ion. So that's why we can consider as a CS3 minus and terpene ion. Here the magnesium plus. So this compound reaction with the acids like any one of the acids, we know the acids like HX means hydrohalides like HCl, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid and hydroiodic acid and hydro. So these are all the acids, hydrochloric acid. So we react with this compound RMGX. So in this RMGX, so bonding nature we know this is the carbene ion, then magnesium cation. Because of their electronegativity difference, the carbon having more electronegativity than magnesium. So that's why carbon acts as a negative ion. So here the carbon, the hydrogen in between the chlorine, the hydrogen having positive charge because of electronegativity difference. The chlorine 3.16 and hydrogen 2.1. So that's why chlorine acts as a minus ion. So what is the compound we are getting? Finally, we have the RH, the plus and minus bond, make a bond here, plus MgXCl. So this is the compound we are getting. So for example, if you take the methyl magnesium chloride, so what is the compound? So we are getting. So let's see. So what is happening? So if the methyl magnesium chloride to react with HCl. So here this is the carbene ion, partially negative charge. So this is the partially positive charge. Here partially positive charge and partially negative charge. This partially positive charge and this negative charge make a bond. So this group also make a bond. So finally we are getting this product CH3H plus MgCl and Cl. So again we can write like this, MgCl to So this way to prepare from Grignard reagent to alkanes. So this is also one of the important reaction to prepare the alkanes from Grignard reagents. The next one from carboxylic acids, like decarboxylations of fatty acids. So let's be discussed about the from carboxylic acid to prepare the alkanes. So next we discussed about that. So this is the carboxylic acid. We know the general formula of the carboxylic acid in presence of sodium hydroxide as a base or calcium oxide as a base to use to this reaction to decarboxylation process. What is called decarboxylation? Here the carbon dioxide we remove from carboxylic acid, that we called as a decarboxylation, CO2. So this is the compound we are getting the after decarboxylation CO2 removed from carboxylic acid, so we are getting the alkanes or the products. So here we use the sodium hydroxide or calcium oxide is the reagents. So let's see some of the examples to prepare here. So if you take the acetic acid, so this is the acetic acid involving in the decarboxylation process, and the decarboxylation process, so under calcium oxide, so methane is the products. If the acetic acid are involving in this reaction, methane is the product. So this way too we prepare from the carboxylic acid to acids. So now the next one, for example, if you take the so this is the degradation reaction. That means we can lose one carbon from the carbon chain, starting carbon chain. For example, if you observe here, so the acetic acid we have two carbons are present. So in final, so we have only one carbon present, that is alkane. So this is the degradation reaction. So let's see some of the examples to prepare here. For example, CH3 and CH2 and COOH. So what is the name of this compound? We have how many carbons are present in this chain? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 carbons. That's why we called as a propanoic acid. So this propanoic acid involving in the decarboxylation process in the presence of base sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. So what is the happen? So if the propanoic acid have 3 carbons are present, we lose the carbon dioxide from the propanoic acid. Finally we are getting this product CH3 ethane. So that means in this process we have always lose the one carbon from the starting material. So that's why this reaction we called as a degradation reaction. This calcium oxide after that formate the calcium carbonate. This is the limestone. So this is the lime. So the lime is converting into the limestone. So this is happening. This is the decarboxylation reaction. So let's we discuss about the a simple reaction like Wurtz reaction. This is also well known, famous named reaction, Wurtz reaction. So Wurtz reaction. So let's we discuss about the Wurtz reaction. So the reaction start with Wurtz reaction. We use the sodium metal to react with alkyl halides. So this sodium metal is very exothermic, so that's why we are using the solvent dry ether. So if the mixture is captured to the sodium hydroxide, that is the exothermic reaction. That means the sodium metal is converting into the sodium hydroxide. So that's why the reaction is very expansive, explosive. So that's why this reaction conducting under the dry ether. So the dry ether is protect the sodium to does not react with the any moisture to the atmosphere. So this is a very specific reaction to conduct under the dry ether condition. So let's we discuss about the dry ether reaction, Wurtz reaction. Let's we discuss about the. So these alkyl halides to react with sodium, the 2 moles of alkyl halides to react with sodium to make a coupling between the compound. So here we getting the sodium hydroxide plus sodium hydroxide plus to make a here a compound that we called as a RR bond. This would the reaction involving in the 2 moles of alkyl halides between the sodium metal to react with the halogen to form the sodium halide. So finally we make a 2 new sigma bond between the 2 RR groups, that is the 2 alkyl groups. For example, if you take a simple example, methyl chloride plus 2 moles of sodium plus to react with this methyl chloride to make a bond between these 2 compounds to form this to form the salt between the 2 chlorides and sodium, and here we know newly formed a bond between the methyl and methyl groups. So because of this reason, so we start with the ethane from methyl chloride. So in this reaction we prepare only 2 carbons or even number of the carbons only, not for the odd number of carbons. For example, if you prepare the odd number of carbons for this reaction, so that is a less percentage we are getting. So this is the very famous reaction, Woods reaction. You can prepare, for example, if you take the butane, we are preparing butane from this reaction. We take the ethyl chloride to react with sodium in presence of dry ether to produce this reaction. For example, if you start with this reaction, you can prepare butane. So this is the butane. So first of all, you break the bond between the middle of the carbons. So we can, so this is the 2, you are getting 2 ethyl groups. So we take ethyl chloride to react with sodium plus, so again the ethyl chloride and ethyl chloride to form this here, to form the butane is the product. So let's see what is happening. So this is the happening, the 2 compounds are getting to butane. First of all, you break the middle of the carbon chain, so we are getting the alkyl halide chain. So this alkyl halides 2 moles to react with sodium, further you make the butane. So this is the technique to use to prepare the so many compounds like alkanes for this Woods reaction. So let's see some of the simple examples to discuss in this compound. For example, if you take hexane, the even number of carbons. So first we can take even number of carbons. So this is the hexane. So how many carbons are present in the hexane? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the pentane. So hexane, we have 6 carbons. So first of all, we can write 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So the middle of the carbon chain we break the bond. So here we have to break the bonds 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So we after break that, so we are getting the 3 carbon chain. So this 3 carbon chain, break the hexane and the middle of the chain, so we are getting the propyl chloride, 2 moles of propyl chloride to react with sodium metal. So this 2 moles of methyl chloride to react with this compound. So finally we are getting the hexane is the product. So this way to prepare the hexane from the propyl chloride. So let's see what is happening. Sixth one preparation of alkanes is the Frankland's reaction. So this is also one of the Woods type reaction, coupling reaction. So the difference between the Woods reaction, we have used the metal sodium, here we use the metal zinc. So the reaction with the alkyl halides, so alkyl halides to react with zinc to prepare the alkanes is the compounds. This is the Frankland reaction. So Frankland's reactions, so alkyl halides reaction with zinc So to prepare the alkanes or the compounds, for example, if you take the methyl chloride, so this is the methyl chloride. The methyl chloride to react in presence of zinc to prepare the ethane is the product. Ethane is the product. So let's see what is happening. So here is also we can prepare the symmetrical alkanes. We prepare in Franklin reaction. The symmetrical alkanes are we are preparing. Like Woods reaction also we prepare the symmetric alkanes. That means we prepare the two numbers, even number of the carbons alkanes. Like so, let's we discuss about the coal-based electrolysis reaction. This is also one of the important reaction to prepare the alkanes. So, coal-based electrolysis. So, the coal-based electrolysis reaction. Coal-based electrolysis reaction. This is the seventh one, the coal-based electrolysis reaction. If you take a simple example, acetic acid to react with potassium hydroxide to prepare the potassium acetate. This potassium acetate further conducting heat to prepare under the coal-based electrolysis process to prepare the ethane is the product. So this is the very simple reaction. We can do this coal-based electrolysis process with we can prepare the alkanes. So the next one, hydrolysis of carbides. So this is also one of the important reaction to prepare the alkane. Hydrolysis of carbides. So let's see what is happening. Hydrolysis of carbides. So we have hydrolysis of carbides. So in these carbides we have aluminum carbide. So this is the aluminum carbide, beryllium carbide. So these carbides are methanides. These carbides we can do hydrolysis under the water to prepare the alkanes or the products. Let's see what is happening with the aluminum hydrolysis carbide to hydrolysis to prepare the methane is the product. So here also methane is the product. So this way we are preparing from the carbides to alkanes. Let's discuss about the reduction of the alkanes preparation from reductions of alcohols and aldehydes and ketones. So let's see what is happening. The alcohols, aldehydes and ketones involving in the reduction process gives the alkanes is the products. So in this process we have three reactions. The first one, reduction reaction under the hydroiodic acid in presence of red phosphorus. The second one, Clemmensen reduction. This is the acidic medium reduction reagent. The third one, Wolff-Kishner reagent. These three reduction reagents to use to prepare the alkanes from various sources like alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. Let's see what is happening when this reduction process to involving in these reactions. So how can you get the alkanes from these alcohols, aldehydes and ketones? Okay, let's see. So the first start with the hydroiodic acid in presence of red phosphorus. Okay, so the first we start with alcohol to react with hydroiodic acid in the red phosphorus. It gives the alcohols to in presence of hydroiodic acid under the red phosphorus condition. It gives the alkanes. Let's see, for example, if you take the aldehydes also in this hydroiodic acid presence of the red phosphorus, it gives the alkanes or the products. So some of the example we discussed here, the red ketones also in presence of hydroiodic acid under the red phosphorus condition, it gives the alkanes are the products. So this way we are preparing from the alcohols and aldehydes and ketones to converting into the alkanes in presence of hydroiodic acid under the red phosphorus condition. So for example, if you discuss some of the examples here. So we start with simple example, methanol, and the methanol involving in the reduction process hydroiodic acid under red phosphorus condition, it gives the methane is the product. Let's see, for example, if you take the acetaldehyde, this is the acetaldehyde, two carbons are present in acetaldehyde, so involving in this red phosphorus reduction process. So it is converting into the ethane is the products. So for example, if you take acetone, so this is the 3 carbons are present in acetone. So the hydroiodic acid under the reduction process involving, so it gives the propane is the product. So these are all the reduction process, alcohols converting into alkanes under the condition hydroiodic acid, red phosphorus condition. So is aldehyde, this is acetaldehyde, is converting into ethane, and acetone is converting into the propane. So these are all the examples of the some of the examples of the reduction process or hydroiodic acid. Let's see the next two remaining reduction process. The first one we discussed about the Clemmensen reduction process. So the Clemmensen reduction, we have the specific reagent. So the reagent zinc amalgam in Clemmensen reduction. Clemmensen's reductions. In Clemmensen reduction, we have the, what is the Clemmensen reagent? So the zinc amalgam plus HCl. This is the Clemmensen reagent. So this reagent to use to converting into the aldehydes to converting into the reduction involving in the Clemmensen reagent to prepare the alkanes or the products. So this is also one of the best reduction reagent. So but the Clemmensen reduction reagent, so under the acidic condition involving the reduction process under the acidic condition. So for example, if you take the acetone ketones also involving in this reaction, so this is the ketone also involving in this reaction to prepare two alkanes or the products. So this is the Clemmensen reduction. For example, if you take acetaldehyde involving in this reduction process to converting into the ethane is the product. For example, acetone is converting into the propane is the product. Let's see what is happening if the Wolff-Kishner reagent, it is a base. Clemmensen reduction process. Let's we observe some of the examples involving in the Clemmensen reduction process to reduction to converting into the alkanes or the product. For example, if you take the, this is the acetaldehyde, we already discussed about the acetaldehyde under the zinc amalgam HCl condition, Clemmensen reagent condition to prepare the ethane is the product. So this is the ethane from acetaldehyde to ethane. So for example, if you take acetone, so this is also 3 number carbon, so under the zinc amalgam HCl condition, so it is converting into the propane. So this is 3 number carbon that we call as a propane, acetone converting into the propane and acetaldehyde converting into ethane. So the last one reduction process, so Wolff-Kishner reduction reagent. What is the Wolff-Kishner reagent? So it is a Wolff-Kishner, it is basic medium reagent. So that's why we take as a OH minus, like if you take a strong bases like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide as you wish. So in presence of this basic condition, sodium hydrogen to react with in the presence of basic medium to converting into the carbonyl compounds into the alkanes. Let's see here also same thing. For example, if you take aldehyde is converting into the under the Wolff-Kishner reagent to converting into the alkanes. Here also same, the ketones are converting into the same thing alkanes. So these are the Wolff-Kishner reagent conditions. So we take some of the example. If you take the propanaldehyde, so this is the propanaldehyde. So propanaldehyde involving in the Wolff-Kishner reagent reduction process. It gives the, what is the product? Propane is the product. So this is, we have 3 carbons. What we call 3 carbons? 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbons we call as a prop plus alkane. Alkane, what is the suffix? Primary suffix ane. So that's why we call as a propane. For example, if you take the substitutions like ketones, so this is the ketone, Q-butanone, 2-butanone involving in the reduction process of the Wolff-Kishner reagent. So what is the product? So the 2-butanone. So this is the 2-butanone. Here we write 2-butanone. The 2-butanone involving in the reduction process under the Wolff-Kishner reagent in, so gives the butane is the products. So this is a to prepare the so many alkanes like long chain carbons or side chain carbons also. So this is one of the best preparation method to prepare the Wolff-Kishner reagent and Clemmensen reduction process and hydroiodic acid in presence of red phosphorus to prepare the so many alkanes from the various sources like alcohols and aldehydes and ketones. Okay, the preparations of alkanes. So we will discuss on physical properties of the alkanes. Okay, this is today our topic. So tomorrow we will discuss about the physical properties of the alkanes and the chemical properties of the alkanes. Okay, thank you. Do watch my channel, do subscribe my channel.